You know, I hate not knowing what I'm talking about. Like, I don't ever want to be that type of person that can get trumped in a conversation because, I just ain't up on my shit. So that's why what's the name? Like, I do these videos because I do know what the hell I'm talking about. And here's proof. And these videos do nothing in terms of views, but hey man, whenever you want to sit there and say, hey Jay, what are you citing, what are you talking about, I mean, I know exactly where I'm coming from. The problem is that you don't. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to just talk about Jersey, talk about politics, talk about what's going on, so when you're like, oh my goodness, how did this happen, I have a pretty solid explanation for you. So in this video we're covering three different stories that are all concurrently taking place in the Garden State right now. As you can see, New Direction, New Jersey poll, New Jersey in worse shape than any other state, and 84K contract approved by Pay Law Firm. All right, so let's first get into this New Direction poll because, well, it's hilarious. It's brought to us by Insider New Jersey. New Direction, New Jersey poll shows strong support for millionaires tax, EDA reform, other progressive policies, and strong governor approval rating. Okay, so let me tell you something you may not know. New Direction, New Jersey is Governor Murphy's outlet, okay? Like, that is his own personal propaganda publishers. Really? Wow, Jay, you're better than this. Either way, like, as far as anything with New Direction, New Jersey on it, yeah, it's his, okay? In her breakfast speech this morning, Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver took pains to badmouth polling in general. No pollster ever called me, said the LG. Whoops from the crowd ensued. But that was this morning, apparently. And this was this afternoon as a poll commissioned by New Direction New Jersey, a 501c4 affiliated with the allies of Governor Phil Murphy, shows strong support among New Jersey voters for progressive policies like making millionaires pay their fair share in taxes and reforming the state's embattled tax incentive programs. Which, I mean, these were popular ideas when Christie pushed them out, though. And even in the article, they're saying, yeah, this is affiliated with allies of Governor Phil. This is your own propaganda piece. And Sheila Oliver, who, if you go to the official elected official channel, I've definitely spoken to. We've had a conversation before. Yeah, like she says the right thing in the beginning. Hey, no one calls me. No one calls anybody. Where they get these numbers from is just anybody's guess, but they would definitely be sitting there like and boosting up the governors. So yeah, what are we supposed to be doing with this? Like, come on, man, go away. Now this is now this is from Bloomberg. New Jersey in worse shape than any other state. Oh my goodness, I only have one free article remaining. Oh no. This is written by Danielle Moran and Elise Young. All the money is going to pensions and healthcare, he says. Senate President Stephen Sweeney comments in an interview. New Jersey Senate President said credit rating companies may be underestimating the severity of the state's financial strains by giving it the second lowest grade after Illinois. Oh man, we are in worse shape than Illinois. Well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, you're not stoking any fears there, are you? Senator Stephen Sweeney, a Democrat, said in an interview, "We are not investing in education. We are not investing in the areas that we want because all the money is going to pensions and healthcare," which I would agree with, and that really needs to get taken care of. The comments underscore the persistent fiscal pressure on New Jersey, a high-tax state contending with massive debts to employee pension funds after years of failing to set aside enough to cover the $212 billion of benefits that have been promised. Cut the spending. Cut the spending, but you refuse, and that's why we will lose. New Jersey retirement system has about $82 billion of assets in 2018. Only 38% of it needs to cover checks that are owed in the decades ahead. That lowers any other state system in the U.S. That's lower than any other state system in the U.S. according to data compiled by Bloomberg. The state's obligation for your retirees' health care benefits adds another $90.5 billion. Wall Street and rating companies have expressed concern that funding for state services is being consumed by the pensions. Very true. Which investors have said aren't even at the thread water level. Tread? Tread. Yeah, tread, not thread. Yeah, it's tread. Jay, you're just having a really weird morning. That's the amount that the state needs to put in each year to keep up the liabilities from growing. But with the state's taxes already among the highest in the U.S., it's difficult to raise new revenue. Plus, the state is banned from borrowing to balance its budget, and it can only issue general obligation bonds through voter approval. Which, I mean, shoot, the way that the system's set up, whichever way the machine want to go, they'll go. Sweeney, New Jersey's highest-ranking state lawmaker, is a career ironworker who negotiates health and pension benefits for his trade union. He has clashed with Governor Murphy, his fellow Democrat, on several issues, successfully blocking the governor's pitches for higher income tax rates on millionaires. Because you guys refuse to cut spending. And let's talk a little bit about Norks Water. Because, yeah, I think that's a pretty good thing to end this on. Because, yeah, it pays well to be a lawyer in the state of New Jersey. $84,000 contract approved to pay law firm in lead water case. My goodness, I have the worst mouth today. This is written by Rima Rahman. The Washington, D.C. based firm defending Nork in a lawsuit over the city's lead water contamination crisis is getting yet another six-figure paycheck from New Jersey's largest municipality. The city council on Wednesday approved increasing the professional services contract with the Beveridge and Diamond environmental law firm by $240,000. That brings the total cost of the contract to more than $840,000. The city has paid the law firm over the last year. It is the third time the cost of the contract was increased since October 2018. The firm was initially awarded a contract of $100,000 that October, then was granted another $500,000 in May of 2019, according to the council resolution. The Natural Resources Defense Council, along with the Nork Education Workers Caucus, filed the lawsuit against the city in June 2018, suing over what it alleged was violations of the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act. The NRDC maintains Nork has exceeded the federal action level for lead in Nork homes since January 2017. It was not until October 2018 when city officials acknowledged the problem and began handing residents free water filters. The same month, the city entered the contract with Beveridge and Diamond over its water issue. And, they've been handing out the bottles of water, the cases of water, because, my goodness, you sold the water so long ago. But, they'll probably won't speak about that in this article. A spokesman for Mayor Ras Baraka's administration did not return a request for comment. The appropriation approval by the city council to the law firm came one day after Baraka announced that at least some of the additional $155 million the city received from an extended lease agreement with the Port Authority would pay the debt service on the $120 million loan from Essex County to replace all 18,000 lead service lines in the city. The project is expected to take at least 2 years. So, yeah, it's got to kick out more cash. That's the long and short of it. Ross, you got to kick out more cash due to a circumstance that you didn't even create, bro. But you can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, Sharp James, or more than likely Cory Booker, they the ones that sold this shit off. I mean, God, we was doing all right. But it is what it is. Essex County came through, but now you gotta pay that money back. And Joe D's Italian, so I definitely don't want to see your legs broken there, Mister. See, I'm being real racist right now. I'm being a little racist right now. Sorry, Italians. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Anyways, so that's Jersey. That's a lot of stuff going on in Jersey, and I'm barely scratching the surface. And yet, I know these videos don't do well, but somebody has to document this nonsense, man. I mean, seriously. So with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, yeah, go ahead, do that too. I'm not scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, which, you know, I mean, you don't because nobody watches these, but damn it, Jay. You know what? Persistence, man. Persistence. And speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? You really trust a poll conducted by an organization that would always want to favor the person that paid for the poll? Does Nork Water, does this situation feel like something that could have been avoided to you too? Because it definitely feels like something that could have been avoided to me. And what was the third one again? What was the second one? Oh yeah, and as far as the pensions and the money, I mean, cut spending, but they refuse to. They refuse to cut spending. Cutting spending doesn't even cross their minds. So this is why this is why Jersey is a place to escape, man. Only problem is that there's no soft place to land. So let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next one.